Well, it's official. California has been told to prepare. To prepare for flooding, to prepare for evacuations, to prepare for being up to 2 weeks in your home without being able to go anywhere. We are expecting more of those atmospheric rivers, which are periods of heavy, heavy rain and wind. We've had them a couple times up here, and there's just nothing you can do except stay in the house. It's not safe to drive, especially up here with all the trees and all the things that can happen when you live in a rural area, forested. Being that this is now not my first rodeo, I've been preparing, the best I can. We can't prepare for everything. We really cannot. And as somebody says, we've spent years preparing for wildfires. What do we do now? But it's okay. Some of the things I've done are as follows, I guess. I've tried to finish everything I needed to finish in town. I'm having a mouse problem here in the house. I had to do a bunch of laundry. I don't like doing mouse laundry at the house in my washing machine. So I went to the laundromat, got that done. Picked up all my mail from the mailbox, my P.O. box from the mailbox at the bottom of the hill. Took out my garbage, which is at the bottom of the hill, my recycling, which is at the bottom of the hill, and my composting. While I was out dumping the composting, I looked at some of my plants out and back, and although they usually weather the winters pretty well, there's been so much water and so much rain that some of them are getting quite waterlogged. So I moved those into a safer location, and just gonna have to leave the rest up to fate, I guess. I also moved my furniture on the back deck to a space where they can't fly off or fly across the deck. I don't know, I've done everything I possibly can, and now it's pretty much out of my hands. I went grocery shopping today. I was able to refill my water bottles. At the grocery store, they have a 50 cents a gallon refill. So I have a lot of water here. Usually I can drink out of the faucet, but because my water is off-grid and kind of a primitive setup, when there is a rainstorm like this, sometimes mud will get into the pipes, and that will appear in in the water coming out of the faucet. So sometimes the mud is visible, sometimes it's not particularly visible, but during times like this, I really like to just have clean water to drink until the storm is past and the lines have kind of cleaned themselves out. I also got small individual bottles of water. My pantry, I'm happy with my pantry. I feel I'm very well covered, but I'm very much a fresh produce snob, so I went and got more fresh produce, peppers, spinach, lettuce for my salads. I got some bananas for my smoothies, potatoes, 10 pounds of potatoes. I had purchased 5 pounds of potatoes last week, and I'm going through them faster than what they're going to last till the end of this rainy period. I also picked up some snacks, some granola bars, 99 cents a box at Grocery Outlet. A few days ago, I made a lot of zucchini bread, and I made some cookie dough, oatmeal cookie dough. So the oatmeal cookie dough is in the freezer, and some of the zucchini bread is in the freezer. So snack-wise and treat-wise, I feel covered as well. As I've mentioned before, my house is electric, so that's not my choice. It's the insurance company's choice. I can't have propane and no pellet stove. I could possibly get a wood-burning stove, but I have to jump through a lot of hoops and change my whole electrical system here and everything. I'm just not financially prepared to do that. So I'm feeling pretty confident about the ability of the electrical system to hang in there. We just had a huge overhaul of the electrical system in this area last year. And then there's been some challenges to it, and they've gotten fixed. And the most recent challenge was the big snowstorm, not this one, but the one about a week and a half ago, where again, it failed twice, and one of them was equipment failure. So I'm hoping that at this point, whatever weak points were in the new electrical system have been resolved. We never know, but I'm thinking positive. I'm doing my laundry now, so if we do have an electrical outage, my laundry's done. I even washed my hair this morning because even though you generally have water, even when there's power outages, I might not have hot water. Because of the mouse issue, I am not able to sleep right now in my microclimate bedroom. I'm waiting for the handyman to come, and we're going to get that room sealed up so it won't be a problem anymore. So I'm in the other bedroom, the big bedroom, which gets kind of cold in the winter, but a few weeks ago the handyman re-weather stripped the doors and fixed the windows so it closes completely. So it's actually comfortable now to be in there at night. I had my first sleepover in there last night, the first one in about 4 months, and it was just fine. So I'm going to be okay insofar as staying warm. I have plenty to do here. I'll probably be sewing and doing some cleaning up and whatever I do on a normal basis here. It seems like living here is, I don't want to say it's a struggle because that's ridiculous, but it keeps me very busy. Just keeping myself going, keeping the house going, keeping the outdoors going, dealing with the challenges that the weather poses, that animal life pose, that all those things keeps me way busier than when I was living down in a more, I guess you could say, traditional environment. My friends and family are incredibly supportive, but they don't really understand it. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I think we're going to be okay up here. I hope everyone's okay wherever you are. It's going to be a very rough couple of days. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.